तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधप, तू मेरा भ्राता, तू मेरा राखा सबनी थाई तापो के हा काड़ा जियो तुमरी कृपा ते तुद पछाणा तू मेरी ओट तू है मेरा माणा तुझ बिन दूजा अवर न कोई सब तेरा खेल अखाड़ा जियो.
If I am all of you today, if I would die tonight, today, I would die smiling. Okay? Because you already get initiation from Param Sant Satguru. This is the initiation of the Great Master. And Great Master, right now, he smiles from above, from Anami region. So this is very, very special for all of your soul to have this level of initiation. So congratulations, even you been initiated before, but doesn't matter. Today is an upgrade for your soul. And any upgrade is always good. But in order to bring all of you today to this initiation from the final master, from the final guru, some of you will experience some cleansing, some kind of suffering, whether be physical suffering, mental suffering, emotional suffering. But it's just the only small price to pay, very, very small price to pay, compared to what you're going to receive today. In the room with, I told a little bit of my story, how everything started. I said to her, you know, I'm just ordinary girl. I'm just normal woman. But Master asked me to do this seva for him. But let me tell you how everything started in the early day. I was getting initiation from Supreme Master Singhai when I was 18 years old. Because at that time, I'm only first year in the university. So I'm just like everybody. You know, society told us that we should live a successful life. We should have a good job, we should have a good grade, we should have a good family life, right? But alongside, I also, you know, on the spiritual path. So what to do then? In the beginning, I was meditating a lot, listened to a lot of Satsang to know about what is light and sound meditation, what is a Sant mat part, what is the part of the master. But after a while, because I focus on studying and also finding a good job, then I applied for Japan Airlines. And I was working for Japan Airlines for over 5 years. During that time, something extreme happened to me to make me wake up. There's one day I told the sister here, I was working as a flight attendant. On that day, there were typhoon in Japan. Typhoon hit Japan, and normally they will have the level of the severeness of the typhoon start from 1 to 5. They call TB1, TB2, 3, 4, TB5. Weather report that day was TB4, but my captain, he said, that's okay, we can fly. I have 20 years experience, and also the co-pilot similar, some 20 years, 10 year experience. They have very much confidence that they can bring this flight to Narita, Japan. So the flight time is 6 hours, but they said from the second hour onward, there will be turbulence from Hong Kong to Japan. So we were serving meal on the plane, and after the meal, the plane start shaking. So the seat belt sign turning on. So we have to move the cart inside the galley because it was very heavy. It's like 100 kilograms something with full food. And we have to give food by hand. After the food service, everybody running to the toilet to vomit. So it was really bad fright. I can barely walk. I have to grab something so I'm not like fly and hit the ceiling. So it was really bad. And we was discussing among the flight attendants, maybe the captain not make the right decision, you know, because it's very hard turbulence. But that's not the worst, okay? The worst come later. When we approaching Narita Airport, the Narita Airport is on the sea, right? So because it's next to the sea, the wind is very, very strong. The captain tried to attempt to do landing, but every time he do attempt landing, the wind would come to sweep the plane up. So he make around 8 times attempt to landing. And after that, he do call all the flight attendant in every station to vote. He said, we have voting to do. We would make another final attempt the night time, or we turn around to land in another airport. But for both options, we're gonna run out of fuel. So everybody vote to make another 9 attempts. When the plane going down and then touch the ground very loudly, like bang, really bang, that loud. But suddenly the wind also come to sweep underneath the plane. So the plane go up to 90 degrees like this. Then my heart sank, you know. At that moment of, critical moment, 2 thoughts pop up in my thought. The first thought was my father and my mother's face. I was thinking to myself, if I die here today, what about them? I'm just starting working. I never repay their kindness. I never explained my gratitude to them yet. And I'm all the time far away from home, barely meet them. I spend only 7 days a month in Thailand. And if I die today, they would surely find somebody to replace my position easily. But what about my father and my mother? They have only 1 daughter. And if I die today, I would regret forever. The second thought was, I start to recite the names. And after that, my master appeared. It was Supreme Master at that time. She said to me, "You won't die today." And she just disappeared. Then suddenly the wind come from different direction to put the plane down. And the plane slide, on the runway very heavily and stop, make a dramatic stop. Then my tear rolled down on my cheek. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I have to think about my priority in life. This is not what I want. What I'm doing, I'm doing whatever other people told me to do. But what about what mattered to me the most inside? The two priority that pop up, in the critical time. What about that? I was thinking very hard during that 10 days of a flight pattern. When I go back to Bangkok, after that, I applied, I said to the manager, I want to quit the job. And they said, what? Why do you want to quit the job? You have very good record. You have a lot of good comments. You have a bright future ahead of you. And you have a good salary. Why you want to quit? I said to the manager, it doesn't matter. My heart is not in that anymore. I want to go back home, spend time with my family, doing some kind of business. Then the manager said, okay, you would apply for early retirement. So you have some amount of money with you. So you can start some business. So I went back to my home, start small import-export business and a guest house. When I came back home, I have more time for myself doing meditation. I would go to retreat. And after one time, 9-day retreat, then my brother approached me. He said, what is retreat? What is Satsang? And I be able to explain to him in logical way. And by Master Grace, he said, okay, I want to try that out. If it worked for you, it would work for me. Then, right away on that day, he turned vegan. After 1 week, my father couldn't resist. He said, I would be left out in this family. The mother already get initiation 1 year before you. And the brother already now vegan. Then now I have to become vegan and study about your spiritual part. After that, the whole family become initiate of Supreme Master. And from that, initiation of Supreme Master in Taiwan, I have chance to meet with one sister from UK. She suggests me to talk and meet with the brother in UK, the main speaker of ISTA UK. And the main speaker of ISTA UK suggests me to check Ishwapuriji video out. And I just questioned, who is Ishwapuriji? Then I Googled. I found a website. And I found that he will come to Singapore on the year 2016. Then right away, I applied for Singapore event. I remember telling my brother, we are going to Singapore. He said, what for? We're going to see Ishwapuriji. He said, whom? Oh, he's teaching Sant meditation, Surat Shabad yoga. He said, yes, but you already have master. Why you go to listen to another master? I said, it doesn't matter. They share the same teaching. I want to go and check him out. And right away, the first grant of Ishwapuriji win my heart. I said to the sister and my brother sit next to me, I will apply for initiation from him. Even I know I already have initiation, but I feel great affinity with him for some reason. You know, I'm not thinking at all. My mind go blank on that day. I apply for initiation and get initiation on that day. Little that I know that that decision transformed my life completely. Why? Because he is my final guru. He is my final perfect living master. I cannot make much progress from the previous one only because I'm not on her list. I am on Ishwapuriji list. So with, initiation from Ishwapuriji, he is manifest inside me. But it takes me for a while to realize that I can talk to him and connect to him all the time inside me. After that, on the year 2018, he came to Thailand. And by surprise, he said to me, you have to do Great Master Seva for me. I said, but Master, who gonna listen to me? Firstly, I'm not Indian. I don't look any spiritual, right? I'm just a girl. My voice is like this. I look like this. Who gonna listen to the truth that I try to express to them? He said, don't worry. It's not you doing this. It's Great Master doing this. You just have to be there. And then Great Master will prepare everything. He will take over when you speak out for the Satsang. And he will make people understand from their soul level, not their mind. So don't worry. Great Master blessing, Great Master doing everything. So that's why here I am today, celebrate Bandara with you in Singapore. And today is a Christmas day, very important day for everyone to have initiation from a final perfect living master. So congratulations in advance for everybody. You will come to understand what I try to say today after you experience the Great Master Grace inside every day, every moment. Then you will come to understand why the sister share her personal life and why she treasures Great Master initiation so much. So whatever Master given to me, I give to all of you the same. I'm no different. I'm human. I'm ordinary, just like everybody here. But I put spirituality as my first priority. That's why I quit the job. That's why I come back home and try sincerely to meditate, to study about this light and sound meditation, this Surat Chapat yoga, instructed by my master. Then because I make a lot of effort, then the true perfect living master, my final guru, who will give me a perfect salvation, came into my life by coincidences. Then from that meeting transformed my life forever. And I hope these give the same effects to all of you the same. So do you have any questions for me?
other questions?
Yes. Okay. The first question is, how are the marked soul? I'm not sure. Can you explain more?
How are the souls being marked?
Okay. So how are the soul being marked? So every soul that gonna live from such kind, voluntarily, by their free will get marked by the Lord, by Satpurush. Because they voluntarily come down to experience the creation, then Satpurush has to create the mean for them. If one day they fed up, they enjoy their journey already and feel that they should come home, then that should be the mean that bring them home. But because the marked soul came here and get lost in the creation and forget who the soul is and identify itself with the character in this grand play, and this character can go on forever because of the law of karma and the reincarnation. So the same soul has been reincarnated in countless lives. So after a while, the soul completely forget that is the soul and recognize that is the body, is this emotion, and is this mind. So when it get in the trap of these three body, of physical body, the emotional body, and the mind body, then it's hard to recognize itself again that is the soul. So therefore, the Lord always have mercy to all of us. So He sent somebody that have the same quality as the Lord in human form to pick up those marked souls. And by this mark, the one who recognizes is the one who come to pick them up, which we call a perfect living master. A human being just like us, but they have awareness of God. They have awareness of every level at the same time that they are in human form with us. So therefore, these perfect living master recognize their marked soul. When they look at individuals that come to them, they will see on the forehead here who is their marked soul. It can be some kind of light. It can be the form of their previous guru. It can be anything, but it's the personal sign that the perfect living master see on the wisdom eye center, in the wisdom eye center of everyone that they come to pick up. So the next question is, how does a master know which soul to initiate? Like I said to you, on the forehead there is indication of the one that the perfect living master should give initiation. They can see their own chief. They come to pick them up to go back home because they carry a list of their marked soul. But they also recognize who is on list A, meaning, they given a proper salvation. They are the final master for these souls. They also recognize who is on list B. List B meaning they might give initiation to those who come to them, but they put the list forward to the next future perfect living master. So the third question is, what are the effects of Darshan? Darshan is when the disciple look at the master, or when the normal people look at the master, I would say, and there's another word. It is trishti. Trishti is when master look at the disciple and the disciple look at the master. So that's similar, but it's different thing. Yesterday I was out with my sister here, and I said to her that, oh, this is beautiful day. The sun is shining. And I saw on the canopy of a tree, there's a flower, and suddenly the sun come and hit all the flower on the tree, and the little butterfly come, you know, and I just thinking, oh, it's so beautiful. Then suddenly, master told me, oh, the tree talking to you. And I just asked master, why you say that the tree talking to me? Master told me that the tree is happy because master looking at it, and it get darshan, and it get trishti from the master. So I said, okay, why the tree is happy then, master? Master said, oh, because this tree, for the next lifetime, it's gonna become human. It will grant human form, and it will even become initiate of the future master. I said, wow, wonderful, master. So what else the darshan can do? He said, look at the other tree. Now this one tree connect with other tree now. I said, really? Okay. Then I start to hear another tree express their love to me and to the master. I said, okay, can the tree communicate, master? Because to me, they're just standing there as a tree. Master said, doesn't matter. You cannot see with your physical eye, but you can see with your wisdom eye that they communicate underground. Master said, because the root system connect to one another underneath. So they told one another to look at the master, to express their love. I said, wow, master, if it's like that, will all of them become human? He said, definitely. By the grace of great master, by the grace of Param Satguru, they will become human. You might even see them in your own lifetime, that they're gonna come in human form, get initiation from great master. I said, okay, master, I'm looking forward, to see that happen. Then I told the sister that came with me this story, and she said, really, really? And the sister asked, then how ordinary people like me, can feel that, can talk to master like that? I said, it's not hard, sister. You just have to connect with the master inside you. You just have to connect with the Shabbat, the sound current that is inside every being that is alive. Any alive being would talk to you. The same as master told me that they have been talked to me yesterday morning. So I was thinking to myself, I'm in very blessed position to witness all of this. To witness all of this kind of love that the creation expressed to the Creator. And because the Creator came here in the physical form, so these beings can approach Master. can see Master in daily life, in physical form, and explain their love. You know why? Because God is far away from us. God is not in human form, but perfect living Master is in human form with us. For us to talk to them, to be friends with them, to explain our love with them. And in return, they give us salvation. They pull us back to our own origin, which we are, children of God. We from God, but we forget. So the next question is, in what form does the list come in? So the list, I would say, it's not in any form, because when the list was formed, it was in Satsang, in our true home. So the list doesn't look like anything. If I would say what the list look like, it would look like love to me. Because when I see love through Master Eye in everyone, that is the marked soul that has been marked by the Sadguru and will have been picked up by the Sadguru in this lifetime. So the list would look like light form, like sparking of light here at the Wisdom Eye Center. But sometimes you can hear it as well as the sound. Because when this contract, right, manifests in this creation, it can go into a light and a sound form. That's why Master teach us to meditate on light and sound meditation. When light and sound merge into oneness, then it becomes the ocean of love. It becomes the soul, which is no light, which is no form, which is no sound. So likewise, this kind of list of marked soul doesn't look like anything. But to me, if I can say in human word, it looks like love to me. Unconditional love. The love, the divine love that I'm not recognized anywhere else except from the disciple to the master, from the master to the disciple. What is the benefit of having the master picture? Right. Because sometimes our mind used to going out into the world. We have been scatter our attention outside. Then we cannot see Master inside. When we go inside, we only see darkness. In that case, Master picture help. Just like here, we have Master picture here. Because when you see Master, the one that gives you initiation, it reminds you of your initiation day. It reminds you of the day you met with the perfect living Master. So, with the Master picture outside, it's good. As long as that picture of Master pull you inside. Somebody asked me, if we cannot see the Master inside, can I stare at the picture before meditation? I said, yes, you can, sister. As long as your attention is not looking outside to see the Master, You see the master and you recognize the love inside from the master at your wisdom eye center. It's as good as you see the physical master. But the trick is, how do you know that your mind is not looking outside? That's why in meditation, we need to close our eye to be sure that you're looking at the master that is inside you, at the wisdom eye center. How does the master find the seeker who is seeking? Of course, he recognizes the seeking. If not, he's not gonna be a perfect living master. He's not gonna be the one who have the awareness of every level at the same time. The seeking have to be intense. Then master will definitely recognize it. Even that seeking was 10 years ago, was yesterday, or 5 minutes before. Master definitely recognized the seeking. And this seeking sent directly to the Lord, to Satpurush. Then the Satpurush inform the perfect living master that they are seekers here on this earth. For example, there are many seekers in Singapore. That's why I am here today. And I told my brother here that Singapore gonna become a spiritual hub because people here are open-minded to know about the ultimate truth, to know about the holy truth beyond their traditional practice, because their seeking is more intense than their own belief. And by recognizing this seeking, Master has brought me here today with all of you in Singapore. So congratulations to all of you that is here today, because you're intense seeking in one moment of time. Like the sister here told me today that she seek for initiation from Ishwapuriji on the year 2019, but because of the COVID situation, then it's not happening for her to go and get initiation from her final master. So master make this arrangement for initiation to come to her. So she's very lucky today, more than she knows.